I just watched The Batman. Damn, this movie was great. I love how they're building the new world for the Batman. It's such a nice, fresh, new start for the Caped Crusader. And Robert Pattinson, oh my god, he was amazing. It's great that we're finally getting a Batman movie akin to The Dark Knight. So, without further ado, let's get into some of my thoughts about The Batman. Overall, this story was great. Definitely an amazingly strong start for this universe's Batman. Even some of the scenes and lines were ripped directly out of the comics. This film is mainly based on 3 different Batman stories. Batman Year One, The Long Halloween, and The Dark Knight. The way that they blended these stories together was great, and I really think it served the story well. The entire runtime is roughly 3 hours long, but I didn't feel bored once. It doesn't have that whole big action, flashy superhero vibe like most films these days, but they chose to keep it on the down low. Batman focuses on his detective work instead of punching his way through everything, like someone we know. I thought this was great. As the world's greatest detective, Batman should be doing mostly detective work. So instead of fighting all the time, we get to see the real intelligence of Bruce Wayne. Overall, this movie is very long, but I didn't get bored once. I think I was on the edge of my seat almost the entire time. However, I did think the third act was a little bit weak, as they didn't focus on the main antagonist, and the pacing was a little slow. Overall, I give the main story a solid 7 out of 10. The characters. Like I said, the characters as a whole were very strong. Batman really felt like Batman, and it was great to see a younger Bruce Wayne take on the mantle of the Bat. But the character of Bruce Wayne felt a little off. He didn't really act like Bruce. Bruce Wayne generally puts on a rich, pretentious douche facade when he isn't Batman. But in the film, it just felt like he was the dark and brooding Bat all the time, which doesn't really show the contrast between Bruce and Batman. Overall, Bruce Wayne felt a little bit off. But Batman was on par with his comic book counterpart, which I enjoyed. Catwoman was a pretty substantial side character. We didn't get to see her too much in the film, but I did like the way that they set up Batman and Catwoman at the end of the movie. And her being there at the end of the movie really brought up Batman's character in the ending. Riddler was the main antagonist in the movie. I liked how psychotically deranged his character was, and I was genuinely scared / disturbed in every scene that he was in. However, I did feel like he was a little bit underused in the third act, as they mainly focused on the side plot instead of focusing on the main characters Batman and Riddler. Overall, my score for the characters was a solid 8 out of 10. The music was composed by Michael Giacchino, the same guy who composed the Spider-Man theme in No Way Home. I felt like the music was epic. Batman's theme sounded dark and brooding, somewhat akin to the Imperial March from Star Wars. The Riddler's theme was eerie, and at times would send chills down my spine. I give the score in this film an 8 out of 10. The cinematography. The way they shot this film was great. I love the use of the darker tones to convey the darkness of the movie, and the mid to close-up shots to keep the eeriness of the film. The way that they kept Riddler's face blurred almost the entirety of the movie up until he got captured was so smart, as it kept his character so mysterious. Overall, I give the cinematography a solid 10 out of 10. Overall, this movie is a very strong start to newer Batman films and DC movies, and I'm so excited to see what they do next. Overall, I give this movie a solid 8 out of 10. Thanks again for watching my video. I hope you did like the review. If you would want to see more of my content, don't forget to check out my channel and click the like and subscribe button to stay up to date on all my new videos. As you can see on screen right now, I also do photography, so go check out my Instagram, link in the description below. Here's a photo I made for the Batman, so don't forget to have a look at that. But yeah, overall, I love this movie. Can't wait to see what they do next, and you guys should go watch it. See ya!